Hey guys, so week 8, we are almost halfway or just about halfway through this season of the NFL, and we face the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a tad bit worried for a quarter, but we managed to pull it out 32-13. It was just Cleveland has the number one ranked defense in the league. So Drake May finally went up against a good defense, and we found out that our offensive line is not as shored up as we would have hoped. And our rookies still need some work because Drake May was sacked 6 times, 5 of those from Myles Garrett. Don't love to see that, but he looked a little rattled in the first half. We scored a field goal to start the game, and then Cleveland had a touchdown, and then we scored 2 more field goals before the half. So we went into the half up 7-9. It was a high scoring first half, let me tell you. But would you believe that we won 32-13? And whatever second half adjustments they made were necessary and a good thing, because then Drake May came out the second half. He had 3 touchdowns, and he did throw an interception, his third of the year, which is kind of crazy that he's only thrown 3 interceptions. But he had another 3 touchdown game. He is the only quarterback in the NFL with a perfect passer rating currently. So I still cannot wrap my head around this guy and how good he is. And I am thrilled that we got Drake May. But our defense still did not allow a rusher over 50 yards. I think they only allowed like 13 yards rushing or like 17 yards. It was something minuscule like that, like really ridiculous. So our run defense is good. But we've got to like not maybe start slow and not let the kid, I don't even remember the quarterback of Cleveland, literally never heard of this guy before in my life, but we can't let him go down and score on us in like the first drive of the game. So I would like to see the defense get a little better, but Stefon Diggs got his first touchdown as a Patriot, and that was really exciting. And he was so happy and so excited, and the celebrations on the sideline, and Mike Vrabel celebrating. It's just really, really fun to see a coach that doesn't act like a stick in the mud until we win a Super Bowl. Like, he's actually excited. And so I very much enjoy that. I was really glad Stefon Diggs finally, after 7 weeks of nothing, getting a touchdown. He deserved it. And can we just talk about Drake May's deep ball? Because holy cow, it is a thing of beauty. I it's funny because I used to live tweet games before I had people to hang out with and talk football with, and kind of why I started this so that I wasn't annoying on social media. But my Facebook memories today were about how Tom Brady can throw a deep ball, and every time he threw one, I was always afraid it was going to go incomplete or get intercepted. And that just makes me laugh because Drake May throws a deep ball, and I'm like, in the bag for sure, completion. And he literally has not. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx him. But let's just say his deep balls are fantastic, fantastic, and it's something that you love to see. And I'm just, I know I say this every week, but I can't believe we got Drake May. After Tom Brady, we go to Drake May, and for a guy that was sacked 6 times on Sunday, usually you have a team that sacks a quarterback and gets after the quarterback that many times, they're rattled and they can't perform and they're seeing ghosts. And honestly, my Facebook memories, I also posted that Tom Brady was getting rattled, and I didn't like to see that. But Drake May, he was a little rattled in the first half, but they made adjustments, and Josh McDaniels was mic'd up on Sunday, and he was telling Drake May, like, you just need to trust your guys and you need to trust that the plays we designed, they're going to win them. And I think that's why he came out in the second half and he just so good. He had 282 passing yards. He can rush or run. I love a mobile quarterback. I mean, no one will ever beat Tom Brady because he was just literal excellence and so good in a pocket. But Drake May really he's special. And I don't know if my love for Tom Brady is going to ultimately be replaced by Drake May. Honestly, I never thought there would be a day in my life where I would be excited for another New England Patriots quarterback. I always knew Tom Brady wouldn't be here forever, but I kind of like didn't think so. And I mean, a part you like he wasn't going to be here forever, but a part of you was like he might be. But just the fact that Drake May is 23 and he is only going to get better. And as much as I hate on Josh McDaniels, and sometimes Josh McDaniels' play calling is like, what in tarnation is happening? But we have a really good quarterback who is currently in MVP consideration as a second year 23-year-old quarterback. And I could make the argument that he should be MVP because without him, our team would be straight trash. But this week we traded away Keon White, and I actually saw an article today that they had to talk Bill Belichick out of drafting Keon White in the first round, and I don't even remember who they got in the first round that draft. I'll have to go. My brother-in-law sent me a breakdown of like the last 3 drafts of the Patriots, and they were bad. Hardly anyone is on the team from those drafts, but we did draft Kayshon Boutte. We did draft Pop Douglas. We drafted Drake May, and I think Mike Vrabel is a little bit better I don't know if he does all the drafting. I don't even know if we have a GM, like an official GM. I don't know any of that because I don't care about like the front office stuff, and I should care. I know we have like our scouting directors and all of that, and just as long as we get good drafts and we get good enough to where free agents want to come here and play with us like they did in New England, I mean, the sky is the limit. And I'm excited. We beat Cleveland 32-13. Drake May scored 30 of those points. We did get a safety to get the final points of the game when the Cleveland quarterback, whose name escapes me because I've literally never seen this kid before in my life. And I feel like they've been on a rotating elevator of quarterbacks, and I don't care about that team. So, like, whoever runs it means nothing to me. But he intentionally grounded in the end zone, and we got our 2 points and our safety. But I'm just excited at the future of the Patriots. And I know I say it every week, and I know it's probably annoying to hear every week, but it is. When you go through the drought that we did 5 years, I mean, we did make the playoffs. Did we make the playoffs when Cam Newton was our quarterback? I kind of blocked that year out because it was a weird year. It was the first year without Tom Brady. I was in a deep depression. I kid you not. I was so heartbroken over the loss of Tom Brady. And then with Mac Jones, we went to the playoffs and lost in the first round, and we haven't been back since. So it's been a drought, and we're New England. Like, winning championships is what we do on all of our sports teams, not just the Patriots, every sports team. Since I have gotten into sports, I have seen multiple New England championships, and I don't hate it. And we're back on that path, and we're back on that trajectory, and I'm excited. And we've got the Falcons coming up on Sunday, and the last time we played the Falcons was one of my all-time favorite games. We were down 28-3 at the half, and we came back and won in overtime, the first overtime in Super Bowl history, and we won. So hopefully we will repeat that. The Falcons are a weird team. They have good pieces, but they can't always put it together, which is what the Patriots should be, honestly. I'm shocked that we've won 5 in a row. I'm shocked we're 6-2. I'm shocked we're sitting atop our division. And that's not with even having like the best of the best. Like we haven't even started to rebuild with our new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, our new coach, like none of that. So I can't wait to see what happens. I hope we win on Sunday. We're getting into a stretch of games where now I'm not fully confident that I mean, we can't go undefeated the rest of the year, right? Like we're gonna have to lose, but also at the same time, like I wouldn't be shocked if we went and we just ran the table for the rest of the year and we won. But even with Tom Brady, we would be like 13-3, and I mean they added a game to the season because player safety and all that. Which don't get me started on Roger Goodell. I could do a much better job at being NFL commissioner than he is. But I digress. I'm excited. We won again. It's almost like you walk into these games on Sunday and you expect to win. That is so nice after not caring about football for so long because it was just painful and boring and the players didn't care and that much was obvious. And now like just the love that they have for their coach, and it's just so fun to see. I love seeing the change. I love winning because I'm a winner and all we do is win and all I got to keep doing is winning. So hopefully we continue that trend on Sunday when we meet the Atlanta Falcons, but sky's the limit. And I can't believe we're here atop our division, number 2 in the AFC. What is happening? I don't know, but we're back and I'm so happy about it.